All right, let's read these patch notes. Notes, boys. All right, everybody. What's up? How you doing? Hey, let's read these notes. Destiny 2 update. Service announcements. Weapons and armor. All right, Hunter Orpheus rigs no longer grant super energy on bloom and damage sharing. Raise base super amount that you receive from tethers to create more consistent and less exponential experience. Super energy is given scaled up when more powerful enemies are tethered. Nice. When used with Mobius Quiver, grants additional tether slots. Does not grant ability energy. Does not grant ability energy on tethering targets. Okay. Can't tell if nerf or buff. It's a fundamental change. Thank you, Skater Jackson. Wormhusk Crown no longer grants. We already covered that one. Those were in the ones before. Celestial Nighthawk is super for getting a kill. Wormhusk no longer regeneration of health and shields. Large health shield bump during dodge instead of at the end. Knucklehead Radar, enhanced radar resolution while crouching. Lucky Pants, extended duration of legally modded holster. Shinobu's Vow, skip grenade returns some energy when it damages an enemy. That's not bad. All right, not bad. Warlock, the Stag. Rift dropped from death is now standard rift duration. Nice. I Have Another World. Ability recharge bonus increased. Nice. Nezarek's Sin. Increased duration of abyssal extractors. Nice. Rapid kills extend the duration up to 20 seconds. Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Increased super energy gain from Nova Bomb kills. Nice. That should provide a more consistent experience for that exotic, which has been... This sounds like Pirates of the goddamn Caribbean. Transverse steps enhance mobility. After sprinting for a short time, your currently equipped weapon is automatically reloaded. Not bad. Winter's Guile. Turned damage and duration per stack to be more consistent. Okay. Titan. Stand-asides. Overshield granted by sprinting appears faster. Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm going to fuck so many people up with that. Hollow Fire Heart. Base cooldown reduction when super is uncharged. In addition to... Okay. Cool. So it's going to be cooldown reduction all the time. Super cooldown reduction when it's full. I like that. Mask of the Quiet One. Increased energy gain from incoming damage. When critically wounded, health is granted from kills. Crest of Alpha Lupi. Healing Pulse is more effective. Peacekeepers. Increased movement speed when yielding an SMG. That's fucking awesome. That's super fucking awesome. Worm God's Caress. Turned damage and duration per stack to be more consistent. Okay. Developer insight. With Forsaken, we've made major changes to the systems. The freedom to slot powerful weapons in either kinetic or energy slot. Fundamental change necessitated a look at players' damage output in PvP and PvE. Primary ammo weapons and special ammo weapons may exist in either the kinetic or energy slot. Heavy ammo weapons only exist in the power slot. Ammo type and damage are now fixed attributes of a specific weapon. Ammo distribution models updated entirely to support weapon slot changes. Blam. Energy weapons no longer deal bonus damage to active enemy supers. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ammo economy changes. Primary ammo goes to hand cannons, scout rifles, auto rifles, sidearm submachine guns. Special ammo goes to fusion rifles, shotguns, snipers, trace rifles, single shot grenade launchers. Heavy ammo is drum-loaded grenade launchers, rocket launchers, linear fusion rifles, and swords. Okay. Following year one weapons have been moved to kinetic slot. Belligerent, Shepherd's Watch, Hawthorne's Field Forged Shotgun, Alone as a God, Perfect Paradox, Frigid Jackal, and Silicone Neuroma. Following year one weapons are now locked to solar damage. The shotgun and sniper rifle. The following exotic weapons did not change slot and still use heavy ammo. Tractor Cannon, Legend of Acreus, Darcy, and Whisper of the Worm. Special not energy. I don't know, bro. Developer insight in tuning weapon abilities. Tuning of Destiny weapons and abilities is inexorably tied to the system we build upon. Ultimately, Our goal is to provide gameplay and challenge despite a global increase in players' damage output due to the new system being introduced. To properly support higher uptime of shotgun, snipers, and fusions, the following changes were made to all of the weapons in the game. Primary ammo weapons, increased precision damage output of primary ammo weapons, increased in-ear accuracy, yay! Decreased body shot damage in PvE, increased auto rifle damage required to stagger enemies to compensate for reduced body damage, decreased auto rifle damage. Special ammo weapons, reduced damage output for special ammo weapons, increased damage of trace rifles. Trace rifles now disintegrate enemies. Heavy ammo weapons, grenade launchers, increased damage and blast radius. Linear fusion rifle, increased damage, reduced time to charge and fire, reduced aim assist. Swords, increased ammo, decreased damage mitigation when guarding. Nice. Okay. All right, not bad. Exotics, sleeper simulant, fixed an issue where charge time was not displayed properly on a weapon. I see you, chat. Good job. Magazine size increased. Nice. Reduced base damage. Nice. Borealis, bonus damage after breaking a shield increased on precision hit. Still grants damage on body shots. Prometheus lens no longer generates special ammo on kill. Tractor cannon. Repulsor forces weaken effect now increases non-void damage by 30%. Oh, but no longer stacks. Okay, this is actually important. The tractor cannon will be a standalone buff or a standalone debuff, meaning it doesn't stack anymore, but it increases all damage on the target, void and non-void. Tractor cannon and a kilo's shotgun is a thing now. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter since the elemental type doesn't have to match. Not bad. Honestly, the tractor cannon should shoot tractors. I agree. It doesn't stack, so overall damage is reduced. Yeah, so like you can't boop and hammer somebody and then crush them. I like it. I like the change. I'm sad that you can't like super mega time and ultra buff, but I am excited about the excited. Perks. Explosive payload. Reduced bonus damage and damage output. Ambitious assassin. Increased time allotted between kills to earn bonus ammunition. Backup plan. Decrease the amount of time a weapon must be stowed for the perk to become available. Box breathing. Reduced time for perk to become active. Reduced precision bonus. Perk now resets after firing. That's a big nerf. That's a large nerferino from me. I didn't really use box breathing that much, so I'm not too worried about it, but that's a significant change. High impact reserves, damage bonus granted earlier in the magazine. Nice. Grave robber now reloads your entire magazine. Primary ammo is granted directly to the magazine. Heavy and special ammo is transferred from reserves to magazine. Okay. So does that mean grave robber reloads everything now? Looks like it. Yeah, that's fucking great. That's a big old stinking kick-ass for me. Dog. Field prep increases inventory reserves. Solid. Increase stow ready and reload speed when crouched. Solid. Auto reloading holster. Reduced time required for perk to activate when weapon is stowed. Opening shot. Increased fall off range. Weapon does more damage at longer ranges. Triple tap. Grants ammo directly to the magazine. No longer pulls from reserves. Oh, so that's for everything. Everything with triple tap no longer pulls from reserves. Everything with triple tap has magic ammo. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Mixed bag. I like it. Mods. Starting September 4th, Year 1 mods can no longer be put into gear weapons. You'll no longer be able to insert any mods into Year 1 gear or change that element damage type come next week. Miscellaneous. Fixed an issue where rocket launcher stability was not working as intended. Oof. Fixed an issue where impact casing on grenade launchers did not function. Oof. Swords now have the ability to accept shaders. Yay! Abilities. General visual layout of perks has changed in subclass paths. Okay. Increased base guardian melee damage. Finally. 2-hit melee for PvP. Increased base damage of Seismic Slam, Hammer Strike, and Shield Bash. Yes! Adjusted super bonus damage resistance values. Added a timer to status effects from Healing Rift, Empowering Rift, and Rally Barricade to communicate time before they expire. Very nice. Oh, very nice. All right, grenades. Axion Bolt, increase base damage, increase the amount of time it takes for the tracking strength to lower. Flashbang, base damage. Incendiary Grenade, base damage. Storm Grenade, base damage. Scatter Grenade, retune range and fall off for detonations for more reliable damage. Everything's just getting stronger. Magnetic Fusion and Flux. That's a magical disappearing bullet point there. Good job. Magnetic Fusion and Flux Grenade. Increased base damage. Damage now the same whether a target has been stuck or walked over the grenade while detonating. Magnetic Grenade now detonates a second time only if it's attached to a target. Second detonation no longer occurs on if the grenade itself and will be applied to the individual target hit by the initial detonation. Skip Grenade. Increased impact damage done by each skip drone impact for a higher potential damage. Void Wall. Increase the damage of initial Void Wall wave. Hunter. General. Marksman Dodge is now considered a reload, and it can interact with Kill Clip. Yay! 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 All right, I like that. Gunslinger. Practice makes perfect. Now grants super energy on throwing knife kills. Nice. Increase the duration of all versions of Golden Gun. Night Stalker, once activated, Shadow Shot Tether will find enemies more reliably within its search radius. Titan, Rally Barricade no longer requires you to crouch. It now feeds ammo to your magazine over time. Yay! No more, oh man, I blew myself up behind the barricade. Striker, with terminal velocity enabled, opening Fists of Havoc Slam no longer leaves lingering damage area. Lowered health threshold for triggering knockout so that it triggers sooner. Keep up with PvP lethality changes. Increased lunge range of Fist of Havoc melee attack. All right. Sunbreaker, Soul Invictus will now trigger on burn kills. All right. Sentinel, increased Ward of Dawn health significantly. Increase the amount of health provided by Ward of Dawn Overshield. Sentinel Shield Super. Increased shield throw projectile speed. Shield throw no longer loses damage after bouncing or ricocheting off targets. Faster attack animations for grounded melee attacks. All right. Increased Sentinel super damage in PvE. Okay. So Sentinel just got an all-around buff. So it, doesn't suck. Warlock, increased Healing Rift effectiveness. Empowering Rift now increases precision damage. Stormcaller, increased the PvP damage of Stormtrance. Increased Arc Soul's projectile speed. Oh, come on. I want to hide from, I don't want to, I like Dawnblade. Increased. Increased Dawnblade projectile speed and tracking strength. Increased. Voidwalker, significantly reduced the length of time blink disables your radar and HUD. Yay! Chaos Accelerant no longer costs super energy to use. Increased damage bonus granted by Chaos Accelerant for each Voidwalker grenade. All right. PvE. Daily Historic Story playlist. Okay. Year 1 meditations have been retired and replaced by the Historic Story playlist. These will share modifiers with heroic adventures and strikes. Forsaken campaign missions will be featured at 500 heroic. It's heroic, bro, man. Bro, man, it's heroic. You gotta read the word that's there, bro, man. Nah, it's historic, chat. The Daily Historic Story playlist. Because history is in the story. And history is always harder the second time around. That's right. Historic Story playlist. It's where you tell the history of the story with your heroism. Like, think about your grandpa when he talks about going to school. Back when I went to school, you had to fight a bull just so that you could understand that school was cool. And you could only learn to read one letter a day. And that's how I learned Great Gatsby. Imagine! What the hell am I watching? You're watching somebody try and read with dyslexia. Welcome. All right, okay. Year 1 meditations have been retired and replaced by a heroic story playlist. These will share modifiers with the heroic adventures and strikes. Forsaken campaign missions will be featured at 500 power, while Year 1 campaign missions will be featured at 200 powers. Destinations. Wanted escapees from the Prison of Elders now free roam the open world. They will not drop rewards until September 4th. Increase the difficulty of lost sectors. Example, EDZ lost sectors are now 240 power. Where's my Battle Royale mode? That's great that you had mentioned that. Adventure Royale. Destiny 2 is adding a brand new Adventure Royale mode where you and 12 other Guardians drop into a small area of patrol and try and kill each other. The last Guardian standing wins Guardian Royale and gets a free exotic drop. That's not on the patch notes! Winner, winner, you eat Cade's chicken for dinner. The Colonel, is he delicious? All right, adventures. Replayable adventures have been removed from destination ventures. Heroic adventures have been added to all destinations. Destinations without heroic adventures before Forsaken will have them available during Flashpoint weeks. A random heroic adventure will be available every day. Mercury and Mars heroic adventures are unchanged. Heroic adventures will share similar modifiers with daily heroics and strikes. Vanguard strikes says heroic strike playlists have been retired for all players and replaced with a single content appropriate playlist. Legacy strike playlist matches with legacy playlist is currently available for Year 1. Recommended powers 200 and it will have modifiers. Forsaken strikes will have 3 difficulties to select from. Power 300, 400, 500. 300 and 400 will not be available if you are 40 power higher. Nightfall. Retired prestige difficulty Nightfall. Increased base difficulty for Nightfall activities. Players can choose one of 3 Nightfall strikes each week. I'm sorry, what? Players can choose one of 3 Nightfall strikes each week. So you'll only get the reward from completing one of them, is my guess, but you'll have 3 different Nightfall strikes to select from. You can't replay it? No, I imagine you can replay it as much as you want, just like now, but you'll only get rewards from like your first run with the option of 3 different strikes. You can get the rewards on any. Player may select only the strike for which they own the appropriate expansions. Legacy players will be able to enable modifiers via the challenge card, but scoring will disable the 270 power knight. General, escapees from the prison elders now appear in strikes, lost sectors, and public areas. Okay. Crucible, new ammo model for maps to accommodate weapon slots. General, collections, emblems, and exotics that are found in the vault are unavailable during the week of August 28th through September 4th. They may return with the next update in the upcoming collections tab. Exotics will now always drop at or above your Guardian's power level. Yay! My focus keeps getting messed up. You're right, dude. Sorry, hang on. Let me fix it. Is this better? I think so. Exotics will now always drop at or above a Guardian's power level. Year 1 changes will no longer grant destination materials or tokens. Destination materials can be earned via bounties available from their respective vendors. Anything that previously granted destination tokens or rare materials will grant destination materials moving forward. Destination materials can be earned via bounties available from their vendors. Anything that previously granted tokens or rare materials will grant common destination materials. So tokens are going away. Poggers and lick each other. Planetary tokens are going away. Yeah, planetary tokens, chat. Destination tokens and rare destination materials are no longer granted, but they can be redeemed for rep. You have them in your inventory. Zur will be a scavenger hunt every week. Tower, vault size. Vault size increased to 500 slots. Players can now dismantle shaders in stacks of 5 in Master Raoul's vendor screen. So you gotta go to Raoul if you want to delete some stuff. Yay! I see the YouTube video. I see it. Calm down. We got to finish this thing before we go on to the next thing, okay? One thing at a time. We'll watch the Vidoc, I promise. But if we stop here, people will be mad. Look, we're almost done. Cade 6 has left the tower to investigate disturbances in the reef. Remove Cade's gone, chat. He's gone. Cade is gone. Bye, Cade. No, I don't play on PS4, chat. I play on PC. I don't play on PS4 anymore. Cause better looking stream. Localization, added Korean language to support consoles, user interface, updated title to reflect Forsaken launch. Director. All right, we'll read. Oh my God. All right, we're almost done, chat, and then we'll watch the Vidoc. Okay. Our Guardian has a voice. Let's get hype. Let's get hype, chat. Let's get some poggers. Director. The director screen has been updated to reconfigure the way challenges, milestones, and flashpoints are presented. Challenges. The Year 1 challenge system has been removed and converted into bounties, which will be available through their respective destination and activity vendors on September 4th. Yay! Bounties are displayed in the pursuits bucket on the inventory screen. Year 2 challenges refer to bonuses that grant rewards on a daily and weekly basis. These can be seen in the director via new indicators on a playlist or destination when available. Milestones. The milestone tray will now be limited to showing specific quests and steps. One-time completion objectives, like campaign missions, subclass missions, strike introductions, will remain as milestones. Players who do not have any active milestones will not see a milestone blade displayed. Many Year 1 milestones have been converted into challenges. These challenges will continue to grant powerful engrams. Daily and weekly milestones. Previous weekly and daily milestones, such as strike completion and Crucible, will now appear as weekly or daily challenges on their associated playlists. Okay. Flashpoint. Flashpoint milestone will now appear as a challenge visible on the respective destination vendor. Flashpoint progress has been expanded to include lost sectors and heroic adventures. Yay! You know all this stuff. Subclass selection. Path is displayed along with character art, collections, triumphs, gear tooltips, blah, blah, blah. Exotic quests are now displayed on the inventory tab. They can be recovered. Exotic quests use the UI. World quests are now displayed under inventory updated. Let's watch the Vidoc. All right.
We want to make Destiny weird again. We want to bring the hobby back. That's what we've been saying.
Did you say weird?
We want to make Destiny weird again. We want to bring the hobby back. That's what we've been saying all year.
The plan in year 2 is that there's something new to chase, something new to do, some new experience that's happening every week, every month, year round.
If we take everything we learned from Destiny 1, including the expansions like Taken King, take everything we learned from Destiny 2 on top of what we've learned from the fans and the players, put that all together in one package, we think that's what Forsaken's going to be, and we're super excited about it.
Let's go.
Patch 2.0 is the release that comes out on 8/28. It's the big update, getting ready for the Forsaken expansion.
Yeah, giving you a chance to see all the new changes and kind of where we're going with Forsaken.
First thing you're going to see is the new director.
God damn!
Very different.
There's a lot more announcements on the director screen itself, and the director layout will be updated. We've added a lot of ways to get power, a lot of ways to like track your milestones and track your quests, and they didn't fit in the milestone blade anymore, so we've taken a lot of that stuff out, and now a lot of them live as quests in the pursuit bucket.
There's weapons changes that we're prepping.
So we've increased vault space by 200 slots. Yeah.
First thing you're going to want to do is dismantle everything that you don't even need. So you're going to have a lot of room to work with, but random rolls is going to be interesting because you're going to want to keep a couple before you start to realize which one of those random rolls that you really want to keep.
Forsaken is the beginning of the season of the Outlaw, which is season 4 of Destiny 2.
Season 4 is going to have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Well, launch is going to start with the campaign and Gambit being the first front and center things that people are going to jump into.
Second week, the raid.
We're really focusing on systems that players can engage with besides just power. So we have lore that you can go find out in the world. There's items and bosses you can kill that will tell you a story that you can go read in the game. We have bounties on all the vendors and that like tell a story and are part of that destination loop.
God damn it, I love it.
City, and then you can see that the Dreaming City evolves. There's going to be new triumphs to unlock.
For me, the way that triumphs is going to change behavior is just in the chase for titles. For me, there's not very many of them. They're really hard to get. You have to do a lot of triumphs. But when you get to put that over your head and nobody else has it, feels good to walk around.
Hey, let's
Wild,
go,
I'm like, that
dude!
person is
Finally!
God to me.
Yeah.
I love that.
These things.
The start of each one of the seasons, and there'll be 4 of them a year, is where we're going to reset and refresh events and rituals and holidays that players are going to want to play in that will have rewards available to every player.
In that first month, you're going to be able to play a new PvP mode called Breakthrough. And so that'll come out, and so we're really excited to have people play both that and the new Iron Banner with power enabled with the new weapon slot changes and the new sandbox balance tuning. So we think that's going to be pretty exciting.
Yep.
We try to ensure with all of the seasonal content that there's exciting short-term chases for someone who just wants to log in and try out a new event or a new experience. And if you really want to grind your face off, there's also rewards that'll be exclusively for the most committed, most skilled Destiny players.
Let's go.
The main thing that we want to change with year 2 of Destiny is that there's never a content drought. There's always something new happening every month, year round. So there's seasonal updates that are free for all players and major content beats as part of the annual pass.
The annual pass is a result of our learning and looking over this last year of how people have responded to Osiris and Warmind, and the things that they've resonated. Escalation protocol.
Escalation protocols and the hidden quests in Warmind and the Whisper quest and a lot of the things we're doing in Forsaken that we haven't even talked about, like those types of things are really exciting and we think are going to excite players more. So the 3 that are coming, Black Armory, Joker's Wild, and Penumbra.
What if there was this elite group of crafters who created some of the most notorious weapons in the Destiny universe, and you're going to get exclusive access to this vault that has the greatest weapons ever created in the Golden Age. So with Joker's Wild, there's this really interesting new character named the Drifter, and there's all of this backstory. But you'll begin to get a glimpse of that.
What the fuck?
And Joker's Wild is our chance to go deeper. And what is his greater purpose? And what is inside that crazy rock he's got attached to his ship? So just like we saw with the Whisper of the Worm quest that came out recently, like those kind of secrets that players discover themselves are super exciting. What if we took an entire release, let leak the name Penumbra, but what if everything else was the mystery box that players will uncover collaboratively?
It's not since Taken King that I feel like we took a game, we got a lot of things right, we got a bunch of things wrong, and this is our chance to go back and reset the ledger.
I mean, there's so many different things that Destiny 2 did that set us up for this, and then Destiny 1 did a bunch of things that we'd walked away from at Destiny 2's launch that we're embracing again, and so Forsaken takes the best of those worlds and puts it into one package, and we do think it's the best version of Destiny.
And then adds
more.
something
Absolutely.
new. I mean, yeah, honestly, it's what the game needs to be.
Holy shit! I am so excited. I want to look at one thing before we watch it again. Hang on. There were LMGs. Check out 235. You missed something great.